I live and work in Amiskwaty, Waskaikan, colonially known as Edmonton, which is Treaty 6 territory. And over the last few weeks, we have had a rash of violence against racialized Muslim women in particular, women who wear hijabs, Black Muslim women, and the violence has been steadily escalating. And so I've had a lot of people ask me how I'm doing, how the women that I know are doing, how our community, our ummah is doing. And most days I'm finding that I just don't have the words. I don't have enough words or the right words to describe what we're going through. I'm finding though that often the first word that comes out is exhausted. The word that often comes next is actually anger. The kind of anger that comes from having to curtail our lives, from having to be constantly vigilant, from having to take self-defense classes or carry bear spray just to walk down the street, to have to take pictures of what you're wearing and where you're going so that people know who you are and where you are just in case something happens. And there's also fear and horror and shock. And under it all, there is a deep pain, a sadness that wears us down to the bone. It hurts to know that it doesn't matter, that Muslims have been on this land as far back as 1851, our first census, probably even longer.
I'm a Muslim woman born and raised here in Edmonton, Alberta. The recent assaults to our Muslim community all over Canada, and particularly here in Alberta, have been heartbreaking and despicable acts of anti-Muslim hate. What did these events mean to me? It meant that despite being born and raised here, speaking the language, I will always be different, and made to feel different because of my faith and the color of my skin. I feel disappointed at the non-BIPOC community around me who continue to turn a blind eye to their racialized and discriminated friends and colleagues. Being raised in Canada has been a blessing in so many ways. Our family coming here for a better and brighter future for their children. In that process somewhere, we shed our layers of intersecting identities, of being Muslim, of being women, being Pakistani, being brown-skinned, and being multilingual. And often it's to make ourselves more palatable to our friends, our peers, and our colleagues. And for what purpose? We belong to a rich, vibrant, and beautiful tradition and faith that makes us an intricate and diverse community. My message to all those who want to help and seek to be allies, I ask them to listen and to center those voices who continue to be ignored and misrepresented. Allyship comes from humility in hearing others and having grace and compassion for the struggle of others. Respect as an ally, it's earned through action and amplification of these voices.
We are a women-centered, intersectional and collaborative initiative made up of diverse Muslim women, and we provide culturally safe spaces and supports for Muslim women and girls. Sisters Dialogue was actually started in light of the ongoing Islamophobic attacks against Muslim women here in Edmonton. These attacks have been random, but one thing in particular is that they've been targeting our Black Muslim sisters as well as other racialized Muslim women. A lot of our work is centered around helping women work through the stress and the trauma. It is so hard when the very fact that your own existence is being hated, which is the basis of Islamophobia as it is. And we need to do more to center Muslim women's voices, because then it shows that we are heard and that we are seen. I really don't like it when people say that we are strong, or that we can work through this, or that we will prevail, or that we are resilient. The thing that's beautiful is that women are actually showing their vulnerability, because we're not okay, and it's okay to show that we're not okay. And with Sisters Dialogue and the women here in Edmonton, we're able to do that, and we're hoping that with us speaking up, that the leaders within our community and also outside our community will listen to us. Edmonton safer for everyone.
Islamophobia is just one form of discrimination that jeopardizes mostly women, girls' safety in public and online spaces. A violent situation? Yes, you call the police. But what do you do when it's online? How do you deal with that? So many organizations are trying to help in response to this situation. The Canadian Council of Muslim Women started a digital anti-racism educational DARE project.
We've got statements coming out from the government. We don't want just statements. We want actions. We want actions from all levels of government. Please take action now and stop these acts of hateful nature so women from all the walks of life can freely enjoy the freedom they deserve in accordance with the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom.